Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch.
One stitch at a time.
Sorry for the dark. Our light just died.
Our light just died.
I have to take it downstairs and resolder it. Great.
Happy Monday.
For those in America, hopefully you had a nice 4-day weekend. For everybody else, hope you had a nice 2-day weekend. Unless you work in the retail industry, I'm sorry.
If you work in the retail industry, I hope you survived. I went to Joann Fabrics today and spent 15 minutes in the checkout line with somebody behind me who wanted to stand as close to me as humanly possible, and I'm like, back.
You know what? That's when you just go on your phone very quietly, put it on speaker as loud as you can, and just YouTube and just look up fart noises.
Well, anyways, I'll have to remove that next time. So.
I'm only a little evil.
It's Monday, y'all. It's Monday, November 30th. 29th. The 30th is tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah. Tomorrow's the last day of November. Okay. So, Christmas season has begun. Brace yourselves.
Ho, ho, ho!
So, let us shout out our commenters. Okay.
Let me see. We got Pauline, Angie,
Lynn, for the record, you would not enjoy Bridgerton. It's not your thing. So just go ahead and miss that train.
The funny part is, next one's Bridget. Andre, Tracy, and Teresa.
All right. Well, thank you all for commenting, and thank you, Lynn and Angie, for your wonderful stream of comments. It amuses me when they pop up. I have a good time with it. So, yeah. So, there we go. Yeah, I guess we can move on to whips now.
Yay!
Whips.
Yay! I stitched a very little bit on Nora Corbett's Evanora. Pulls all the way through and anchors. So Laura isn't making fun of me again.
Yeah, a little bit.
I video gamed. I felt like video gaming. And also, Crazy Eat Everything Dog was around. I didn't want to take my stitch out.
My brother and sister-in-law and nieces came up, and their puppy is still very much puppy. She has gotten better. The last time we saw her, she was crazy. She has gotten better. I will say that. But she's still a little bit too hyper for our dog. So, which sucks, because whatever. Anyways, okay, so last week I forgot to show you guys a whip. My Sister Lou Stitches Round Robin wings. I stitched, I don't know, 600 some odd stitches on it. This is Linda's. I just got Angie's to work on. But this one's Linda's. And I did the butterflies on this side. Filled in little butterflies. So there we go. So there's 5 of us. We're all stitching the same pattern. And we sectioned it off so that we're all stitching the pattern. We're all stitching the pattern once, but we're stitching different parts on different people's patterns. So we're having a good time with it. Stick that back in there because this has got to go in the mail this week to Angie. The last part is the words on the bottom, so I will have Angie's for that, and then she will get it back. And this is not going in the bag. Okay. And then let us dive into the pile. It's all in piles on the computer.
Well, don't you know what I'm actually thinking of looking at this pile?
What?
I think I'd actually get the light fixed by the time you're done talking. She has a pile.
Okay. Stitched on Raven Queen. I don't know if I showed you the stitches on Raven Queen because I did them on Monday. But so I attempted to go with my whole days of the week thing that we're doing next year. I got off the train on, I think, like Thursday. Friday. It might have been Friday. No. It was Saturday. I actually did really good up until Saturday. Saturday and Sunday. Got off the train a little bit, but it's okay. So, for my Pretty Lady offering, oh, and I didn't get back on the train yet this week, but I will. I think. For my Pretty Lady offering, I worked on Raven Queen. I did 224 stitches on her. I worked on the pillar here for the castle. Working on the castle until it drives me cray. Then I'll work on her dress. Then I'll go back to the castle.
Wait. I love you. Wait.
What?
You're not even monogamous on the same pattern?
Nope. Because if you look, there's a lot of castle.
I love you.
And, you know, it can get a little boring. So if I get bored with it. So then Tuesday, I don't remember what Tuesday's supposed to be. And I wrote them down all crazy. Like, I wrote down my stitch counts all crazy because I didn't write them down all. Yeah. I really don't know what I worked on Tuesday. I believe it was sampler book. I worked on sampler book at some point. And it's what's on top of the list. It's what's on top of the pile. That's what we're going with. I apparently have to keep better track of this book. So, I did 413 stitches on sampler book. I got some of the white season, started on the over one, stitching of the label. Gonna work on that some more the next time I stitch on it because stitching over 1 on 32 count is insane.
Look at this little small square I did. That's 300 stitches.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Then busted out Lady with Dog. My Lady with Dog. These go with daily 30 prompts, but you know I didn't write them down. For Georgian History Week, because that's what our week was. So I did 324 stitches on her. I used her for a monthly. I know that because it was 300 stitches. So this was my dog offering for my favorite things. That's I remembered. It was all down here, and I whinged endlessly about it because it was very county and scattery. And I started.
Is that the one where I kept hearing? Please tell me I'm almost to the bottom. Please tell me I'm almost to the bottom.
Yes, I started in the center, and that went. There might be equal space on the top and the bottom. But y'all know it's a dimensions kit. They give you like an inch border. But I am all the way to the bottom on her dress. So now it's just sort of fill in the bottom of her dress. And then stitch the big black dog.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
This was my favorite things dog. I did remember that. Yay! I came up with something really crazy for... Oh, sampler book. We had to stitch on something tied into music. One of the prompts I did, there was a band named Kashmir in the 70s. That's how I tied it into music. Okay, and then, what is this? Oh, Victorian Way. Did I show you guys this last week? I know I've already showed you guys this once, so it's not a new start. No. I had to put in at least 200 more stitches on my Dimensions Gold Victorian Way kit for Letters of the Month. So I put this on another monthly. Something about doorbells in the My Favorite Things song. 352 stitches. I almost got a house there, y'all.
Barn. No. Look at the hole. Doesn't that look like the opening to a barn?
Well, I gotta put the door in.
Yeah, but you get my point, though. It looked kind of like a barn. And by the way, you would want a barn that looked like that. I know you. Especially if it was a log cabin.
So there we go. Stick that in there. Okay. And then my nemesis. This is becoming my nemesis.
Yeah, I can say a smiley comment, but I want to live.
I love this pattern. I do. I like stitching it. I like stitching specialty stitches. I like all the cool things. Doing it off of a tablet sucks. So I pulled out my Shadow Lane Winter Fairy. I needed another 200 stitches on it for the month, for the Letters of the Month. I used this as one of my favorite things because there's a snowflake on it. So it's got a snowflake on it. After 3 hours, I only had 225 stitches. That counted. Obviously, specialty stitches, it's one leg counts. It's 2 legs count as a stitch. There's Jessica stitches on here. There's back stitch on here. So, I totaled it as 379 for my personal records. It counts as 225 in all of my challenges. So, it is on a Slovak farm hand dyed. Can't get the color anymore.
Solo.
So, there it is. So these are Jessica stitches here. These are eyelets, and then this is some back stitch. Look at those Jessica stitches.
Evil! Evil!
Jessica stitches are pretty, and they're not too challenging once you kind of get the rhythm of doing them down. You kind of got to go.
See, I cross stitch. I'm sorry, but you know what's really sad? I am the weirdo where if my last name was Stitch, I'd have a kid named Jessica. And I go look up all the other different types of stitches, and that would be my kids' names. Just because I am weird.
There you go. All right. Tie something into the USA. This goes back to the weekly. G. Jeans and weenies. Anyone?
That was what were you asked me a question?
Yeah, I asked Joe pick red, white, and bloom or jeans and weenies because I could tie both of those into the USA. And it was tied into USA or Great Britain. I went with the USA route.
What's funny is my response was jeans and weenies. The name just makes me laugh.
It makes me giggle too. So we've got 201 stitches on the weenie dogs. We're getting there. We're getting there. To mark down all of these things as stitched on because I reset my whole stitching list, so I gotta go through it again. Part of why I said let's go through the days of the week. I managed to stick with it on their days, but I just didn't apparently write it down. I realized that today that I didn't have it written down. Okay, and then we got this pop-up thing like Wednesday. I don't remember what day it was exactly. I think it was Wednesday. And we had to pick a season, and we had to do an acrostic with all the letters. And I did one of my letters. I did autumn. So one of my U's was the Ohio State University Marching Band cross-stitch pattern that I got at Craft Gallery 2 years ago. It's not that hard to stitch.
I'm gonna come up and see if that finishing option's still there. I think they made it custom, so they might actually remake it for you. You're missing the whole. So I just saw you keep going and going and going.
Paula and Carlton have some I retired, so I am probably going to check with them about the FFOing it because the FFOing really the framing really makes it. Well, I had it.
Want me to pause?
No. My phone will cooperate. I'll find it. I'll find it and insert a picture.
Okay.
Just make my life easier.
Insert here.
But I did 208 stitches on it, which is a pretty decent start. It's a hand-dyed by the Slovak farm. It's electric green.
You're about to lose your needle.
I'm holding on to it.
Oh no, I'm talking about it's at the end of the thread. It's about to come off the thread. Off the floss.
So there's that start. That looks horrible on camera.
The light not helping.
The lighting is not helping.
Yeah, unfortunately, as I said, I have to fix our light. It'll be fixed by next week. Luckily, I have a degree in this stuff. Actually, no, the problem. One of the wires came loose. I promise how do I get into that thing?
Okay, and then for the rest of the autumn acrostic thing, I had an epiphany after I did one of the steps and realized I'm stitching a giant flag with states on it. Actually, I think I got through 2 sets because I think I did United States of America flag and the name of the design One Nation. And then I realized I have all the states' names on here. So I literally, the first state that I could think of that started with that letter got put in that letter. And I ended up doing 1,012 stitches on this weekend.
I love you.
I am tired of white lines. So, it is on Dirt Road by Hand Dyed by the Slovak Farm. Am I in the frame? I can't tell.
Yeah, you're in the frame now. Okay. I had to move.
So I finished this red line here. And then, as you can see, I did the white line for the next stripe down. Does a lot of stitches. But this does stitch up pretty easily. I mean, this stitches up pretty quickly because it's fairly it's, you know, a pretty easy stitch because it is just 3 colors. So it's a nice, but it's nice. It's easy enough that it goes quick when I want quick stitches, like this weekend. But it is, you know, enough that when you're stitching the letters, when you're stitching a 400 white stitches in a single line, it sucks a little bit.
You know what that's called?
Hmm.
Binge time.
Yeah. It's great when you're sitting around chatting with your stitching friends. That came in handy. Okay. Oh, and I have one more thing to show you. I gotta stand up for it. I FFO'd Main Street. And I wanted to show off the finishing because I thought it was really unique. Don't expect me to finish like this for you and ship it to you because this is heavy.
Hey, honey, stop. Put it back up. How's that show up for the camera?
I look.
Talk about the stitch, not you.
It's fine.
Best I could do.
Yes. So I finally got that FFO'd. Where I'm going to put it in the house, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm proud of my FFOing on it.
I actually literally looked at her and went, when she brought that down, I went, whoa, awesome.
I took it to my mom's this weekend, and my mother, every time she kept looking at it, finding more cool stuff. So that is the stitching for the week. We have haul. I have haul because I forgot some haul last week.
Okay, button time?
Yes. Haul, y'all!
Yeah!
Okay. I got this last Monday before we filmed. I forgot to show it. My brain. My wonderful friend Angie, the hibernation stitcher, stitched this for me and sent it to me. I don't know. It was something. There's a story to it with some people that apparently were not nice to my friends. I don't know. She said she was going to scrap it, but she decided to finish it and send it to me because I sort of helped give everybody something other than that group. I don't know. I stay out of it. I'm pretty sure if anybody involved watches my videos, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hon, you don't stay out of things.
So
you walk up to it, beat it upside the head with a baseball bat, then you stay out of it.
It's very cute.
Love you.
Love you. That's all, y'all.
Okay. Button.
Moving on. Plans and announcements.
Woohoo!
Plans.
Well, since I did stitch on Evan Nora last week, I'm actually going to try to stitch on her this week. I do want to get this thing done.
Yay! Yeah, I keep going. Claire is probably so easily done. This is my going to start in 2022 pile. That's not Mania.
Did you not show me this just to get my reaction?
Y'all, I think I have problems this year.
I think I need a bigger bell. Do you think she'd kill me if I got a desktop gong? Comment below. Do you think she'd kill me if I got a desktop gong?
Yes, I would.
It sounds good. Ask for permission.
2022, start all the projects! I honestly don't even have these planned out for when I want to start them, except for a couple. There's a group of us that is starting the Quaker Turtle as a Sal in either February or March. It depends on when the first 24 hours of cross stitch weekend is. If it is a March weekend, I will flop this with a project in that weekend range and start that mayhem start in February. And then this one I am starting on my birthday this year. It's Blue Flowers, a Greyhound Year. Because greyhounds. I found out last week that there is a greyhound meetup in Gettysburg every year.
My exact response was, did you wish really, really hard?
The greyhound is over here.
Yeah, I think she knows she's a
She
greyhound.
wants something. I know what she wants. Hi, baby. So, but there are other things in here that it's like, I've had this for a couple of years. Why haven't I started it? I bought this because I like the fact that there's pink peacocks on it. I'm going to start it. This will probably be the September start because it's a sampler.
Are you going to go through the whole bag?
I bought this off eBay because of Laurel. Why haven't I started it yet?
You want the answer to this? The other Ooh Shinies you saw first.
Pretty much. I specifically bought this pattern to go with this floss. Because I had to have this Hank of Silk Tree floss from a few months ago. So I might as well start this. I just gotta find the right fabric.
May I see the floss real quick?
Yes.
I know this is a broken record for me. But actually, no.
This is actually Mayhem Start.
Would you try to think the best one would be for this, and you're gonna hate me for saying it? Black.
I'm not doing it on black.
Or gunmetal?
Maybe gunmetal.
The problem is this might be a little...
I know. I can't really do it on a gray because it's got some gray in it. And then this is one of those charts that I wanted and wanted and wanted, and somebody gifted it to me because they took the class. I haven't stitched it. They took the class in like 2018 and gave it to me in like 2019. Why haven't I stitched this yet?
See previous answer.
I'm going with, why haven't I started this? I'm going to start it. So that's the rough idea of the plans. I have no idea when exactly, with the exception of, like I said, with the exception of a few, I have no idea when exactly I'm going to start them.
You know what's really sad?
What?
How long was I looking for stuff with roots? That's cool.
I like it. So, yeah. So the 2022 plans are basically just to start stuff.
And your 2023 plans are to finish it. I hope.
Well, I've already...
Because if you get to Angie or Jen Lee range of whips, I'm out of here because there's not going to be enough room for two people in this house.
I've pretty much already talked about my plans for going through projects and working through projects. And Mayhem is not going to be as psychotic as it feels like it's probably going to be because they're ornaments, so...
It was a joke, dear. That's all.
Yeah. So I think they'll only be like 3 days max. Some of them might be a little bit more because there are bigger ornaments, but you know, we're just gonna go with it. At some point in February, I'm gonna talk about my Mayhem plans. Some point. My biggest problem with all of this is kitting up projects.
I'll help.
I kind of go after a while.
Want me to help? I'll pick you out colors, dear. Hey, I'm good at it.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. And it wouldn't be nearly as frustrating if I just went with called fors. But I have so much thread upstairs that I tend to, especially on smaller projects, tend to not go with called fors and just pull my own. And by smaller, I mean medium to small, because, yeah, there's a couple in here that will get the called fors. Like a greyhound ear will probably get the called fors. And, well, Quaker turtle is just one color, so that's the plans. I have 0 announcements. Get your holiday orders in if you want to buy stuff from the ONS. That's it.
I'm sorry we don't have any sales, but we're kind of already priced as low as we can. In all honesty.
Well, yeah, and then I went, oh, maybe I could have done something for, anyways.
That's next year. We're going to fun next year.
Being new, it's kind of challenging, but whatever. Okay. Being new and having limited customer base, it's challenging. Anyways. That's it for the week. What do we want the lovely people to do?
Pet the puppy.
The puppy wants to go potty, so what do we want the people to do?
Like, comment, share. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Bell notification, thingy me bobby, the whole YouTube thing.
Full YouTube spiel. That's all. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.
Bye!